What's up, everybody? It's the Puma MagMax Nitro after 50 plus miles. How is this shoe holding up in this short range of distance? Let's break it down and talk about it. So before we get into the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're already subscribed to watching content. Thanks so much. Love you guys a lot. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Strava for all sorts of other updates and things of that nature. So without further ado, let's begin. Specs for the shoe, somewhere where you can see them. And at 50 plus miles, we had a couple of concerns from you, the audience, about things to look out for, especially when it came to the outsoles. So that's what we've got going on both shoes, as you can see. The thought, of course, was to watch out for any sort of massive wear on the outsoles. But as we get into the review, we're going to be a little bit more surprised of other damages we see on the shoes. But let's, again, just start off with the outsoles before anything else. From the looks of it, on the anterior side of the shoe, it's not bad. It is sort of wearing out as expected at this time. I think the main points of impact seem to be the exterior side of the shoes. I see a little bit of the interior is also taking a slight beating. This may be as a result of the 10mm offset plus this massive foam stack height. Again, we're talking a 47mm heel, which I'll get into my thoughts about that as we get there. But the wear is sort of as expected. I see we got some discoloring on the exposed Nitro foam on the shoe. No big deal. That's sort of what I was expecting. And that's just some of the color wearing off, and we just see sort of the foam exposed as it is. So that's okay. The Puma grip material is okay at this time, at least from the looks of that shoe. I think the same story is applying to the left foot. Our wear is the complete outer ring of the shoe. Again, currently expecting this type of wear. I'm not seeing any major damages that would make me go, hey, I'm done with this shoe. Let's just put it off to the side, right? Now, let's get into the outsole, where we start talking about some interesting damages that I'm seeing across both shoes. And it seems like a small thing, but I want this to be something we look towards in the future life of this shoe, because this could mean trouble, similar to what we had in the Adidas Boston 12s. And that's this decal, as you can see right here. It's beginning to start clipping, fall off, and I see when it happens. When I'm putting the shoe and taking it off, the mesh material kind of follows my foot with the sock, so it kind of pulls and pushes as it goes with the foot, just to get that like glove fit. But as a result, this material has ripped off. This like plastic textile-y like material is ripping off, that's also connecting it to the foam of the shoe. And I'm wondering if we're going to have upper material ripping right here where this foam is also creasing. Just something I'm going to be looking forward to. This could be benign. This could be something completely not related, not an issue. It could just be like a flawed design that may be in the MagMax 2 that they'll fix or address. But right now, I'm going to watch this closely because it's happening with the big piece also over here, as you might see. But it's definitely happened on this side, and it has also happened to the other shoe as well. And this was actually the first time I noticed it was when it happened right there, as you can see. So this decal ripping could mean big trouble in the future, or it could mean nothing at all. It was just something I did notice as I was running with the shoe, right? Again, as I was kind of alluding to, you can see that the foam is beginning to crease in this midfoot area a lot, and I think that's just the sign of, hey, this is where I'm striking with the shoe mostly. This is sort of the wear point. I don't expect this to be a major issue moving forward or to be something worse going on, but it is just something I've observed that it's far more creased here than anywhere else on the shoe, especially on the inside here. I would imagine actually the inside creasing here makes sense, because if you're striking with the foot, there's going to be a natural pronation if you're like the average runner. So I have kind of like, I'm not going to say average form, but I have average after effects of running. So like that pronation is probably a super normal thing to occur. Also, a supination also occurring with the shoe of this stack height is also expected. Speaking of the stack height, this is where things also get very interesting and something I'm trying to observe as I'm going forward with running in this thing, right? It's a max stack shoe. It's a big stack shoe. It's a 10mm offset with a 47 heel and 39 forefoot, right? Well, it's more closer to 8 to 9 millimeters if you want to look at it that way. Regardless, this is huge, okay? My original concern when we made this video previously was the potential for instability in something like this because of how high it is off the ground. Now there is, as predicted, a slight instability when I'm running with this thing, but it's not super massive. It's not like the Tempo Next percents from Nike where they were just all over the place and there was no bearing around your ankle despite, you know, the speed you were seeing from that shoe. But here, as a shoe that I'm expecting to be like an everyday kind of comfort shoe, this instability has actually caused an issue that I'm not entirely blaming on this shoe, right? There's also other things I'm doing. Like I'm doing much faster track workouts and much stiffer shoes. I've changed my terrain. I've found some turf tracks to run on. Spikes are coming back. We'll be filming that for the upcoming vlog when the time comes. But what's happening is that instability when I slightly roll my ankle or roll outward or inward is starting to get the tendons to flare up in my ankle, and it makes me really nervous when I'm like walking without shoes, right? So I expected this, and I'm kind of bracing for impact with it, so I have to be more diligent about my recovery of my ankles and my feet after running in something like this, especially with the volume and mileage I'm putting in right now as I'm prepping for the Chicago Marathon. But the point there is that this high of a stack height has sort of a critical mass before things are no longer comfortable. I'm not saying the MagMax isn't comfortable, I'm just saying it's getting to a point where rolling your ankle in something like this becomes a higher and higher risk as you begin running with something like this, okay? So that's just something I wanted to just make a note of. It's kind of there. It's something I'm observing, but overall, that's like really the major concerns of the shoe. Performance-wise, we're 50 miles deep. I don't see a massive change from the first time I wore it to about now. I think performance-wise, the shoe is in a really, really good spot. It's performing as I expected. It's currently living to the hype that you guys brought onto it. I use it for almost all of my runs right now that aren't really track workouts or anything speed affiliated, so this thing has been great for my everyday stuff, anything road, anything like 2 a day on the treadmill. If I want to do like a super easy 2 to 4 mile run, this is my choice for shoe. When I'm doing an off the bike run for my triathlon training, this is the shoe I'm referring to just to have an easy impact sort of run as I'm doing my workouts. So this thing has a lot of utility. I'm very happy with the utility I have in this shoe right now. And I look forward to seeing this thing get to at least 400 plus miles before something crazy happens that makes me go, wow, this shoe is toast. But right now, again, max stack shoe, living to the hype. A couple of concerns with some decals falling apart and just the critical mass of the stack of the shoe. But again, very excited to see where this is going to move forward. So I think we'll keep this short and sweet. It's only a 50-mile review. Nothing massive to report other than that. So if you agree or disagree with the assessment, let me know in the comments below. If you have a similar experience or have a shoe that you would recommend for me to review on this channel, hit me up. Let's talk about it. So I think we'll leave it at that. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.